This playthrough is rated E for everyone. Well, this night at the museum isn't going to be a lovable romp where we learn through history and run into Robin Williams. Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare back here with another episode of Spider, the video game. In the last episode, we went through the city, hid through the sewers, and were able to get out with our limbs intact. But now we must head to the museum and get our history on it as we head to the display cases. This is when the game starts getting more difficult in terms of just jumping, enemy placement, stuff like that. You're going to have to, we're at some point, maybe off screen, I'm probably going to have to start grinding levels. Just so I can, I can make more mistakes with having to, without having to cut between episodes and having to say, hey, I'm gonna go grind for level or go grind for lives and stuff like that. But yeah, speaking of Night at the Museum, I remember seeing that movie like a long time ago. I think the only reason I watched it is because it had Robin Williams in it, and it was around Christmas time. Although it's not really a Christmas movie, but a lot of people consider it a Christmas movie just because of some of the stuff that happens in the movie. But actually, I'd rather watch Die Hard if I'm going to watch a Christmas movie. Die Hard is a Christmas movie. I don't care what anyone says. But yeah, overall pretty fun and enjoyable movie. I wouldn't say great, but I enjoyed it for what it was. But I really watched it for Robin Williams specifically, just because because if you were anyone, you grew up in the 80s and 90s, you knew who Robin Williams was. Yeah, rest in peace, man. Went by too soon. I can't believe they did like 3 of those movies though. I guess you could always spread out any concept, but I'm not a fan of a movie going past a single concept just because I feel like that's just, well, one, that's just squeezing the life out of it when you don't need to, unnecessary sequels, but that's just how Hollywood is. But anyway, let's get our first microchip. It's actually right in this area here. The challenging thing about this one is making sure you don't get hit by the wrecking balls. I came in like a wrecking ball. I really hate that song. I wish it wasn't popular. Anyway, let's keep going. Yeah, I'm not a fan of pop music. I'll mock it in its own way, but it is not. Most pop music is not good. It's all computer generated mumbo jumbo nonsense. So it is really, and I'm more of a fan of a band who writes and plays their own songs. Most pop music stars don't write their own music; they hire someone to write it all. So there's nothing authentic to it. It's not their own words. It's just them. They either have the looks or the song, singing, and then they're just given all the breaks in the world. So I'm not saying they shouldn't earn their places in the world or whatever, but it's just, I don't know. It's really inauthentic, So I'm not one of those hipster guys where it's like you must listen to these bands or whatever. I'm just saying that there's a certain feel to music and whatever, and pop music does not have that for me. If you're into pop music, I feel sad for you. No, whatever. Life's too short to tell people what they can and can't like. I'm just saying. I'm telling my reasons why I don't like most pop music. Now, I'm not saying I don't like music from bands that probably were, fed through the music system, because there are bands like that, or at least some songs like that. Ooh, almost got the Wrecking Balls finish you off in one smack, by the way, if you're not careful. But really, that one's the more challenging one on this map, just because of the where it's placed. This one might be tough just because of the fans here, because they also insta finish you off, so you have to for a second I thought that was in the wrong, I was like, it's in the wrong angle, man. Alright, this one is, almost got this one. Alright, there we go. And then the final one is actually right at the very beginning. I wanted to save the hard ones for last, so I want to try and keep my boomerang if I can, but we're probably going to lose in the next level because the next level one's actually pretty difficult. I might end up losing quite a bit of lives there too. We'll see what happens though. Even though I generally know where a lot of this stuff is, it's one of those cases where it's just like, you can still make mistakes even though if you generally know where they are. But then again, yeah, I'm not gonna go back through that area, but I really don't like the fact I've lost that life already though. Yep. Hold on. I think my controller is walking out. Maybe I need to maybe just swap it out or whatever. It wasn't responding to me there for a second. Try that again. Okay, there we go. I just had to jiggle the connector piece a bit. Yeah, it's kind of really throwing me off now that I've lost an HP already. I maybe shouldn't go to the next. Well, I have to go to the next level. Well, let's go into Volcano. There's actually a CD piece on this level. Now, the reason I kind of wanted to have full HP here is because of the enemies we're going to fight here. Yeah, this is when... Because we're going to be fighting scorpions now. These guys are really nasty. They can hit three shots per thing. They're pretty durable. Let me look at my notes here. Scorpions, they can take 3 slashes, 3 missiles, a few shots of flamethrower, quite a few shots of poisoner, electro beam. I think you have to use the whole thing on them. Boomerang, 3 shots, 2 mines or 2 mecha mines will finish them off. I'd rather just avoid them. And they can shoot 3 shots per stinger. Which, interesting enough, this actually reminds me of an old video game. Can you get them to turn around, please? Thank you. Reminds me of an old video game back in the day for the Wii called Deadly. I think it was called Deadly Creatures. Are you really not? I might have to hit him with a boomerang to finish him off, maybe. Oh, are you kidding me? Oh, that actually really pissed me off. Here we go. This is how it begins, folks. You make one mistake and all of a sudden you start, well, 1, I lost my boomerang, but 2, you start making like a ton of mistakes. I already took the hit already, so. That stinks. That stinks like really, really badly. Oh well. Yeah, we'll see what happens, I guess. Just have to kind of focus now. These levels I will have to start focusing like my Right, I knew that guy was there too. Alright, let's go and grab the CD if we can. There we go. Fortunately means I have to get that, where are you? Oh, did you get destroyed? Huh, okay. Alright, let's try to get the first microchip. Let's see, I think there's a spider around here, I think. There should be another one over here. This is why I wanted the boomerang. So that way I could actually reach this thing. Oh, come on, I'm not hitting it enough. There we go. Okay, first one is right down here, actually. That's the first microchip, but there's 2 more in this level, unfortunately. And I got that one because I got the CD and I wanted to unlock the CD already. As you can see there on the bottom, it shows you me having the CD. So that's how you're supposed to know how many CDs you are, as well as the upper right corner there. That's supposed to tell me how many microchips I need for a level. So right now I only need 20 to leave this level, but I'm gonna go and grab everything just because I'm trying to 100% everything. So, but yeah, now I have to be careful just because I'm gonna start making more and more mistakes. But yeah, for scorpions, I would just avoid them. They're really not worth fighting, just because of how durable they are and dangerous they are, because they'll hit you and then they'll possibly. So I'd say might as well hit him because I'm gonna get another poisoner here in a second. So. Just a little bit more for another hit, but the other 2 are going to be a little bit more difficult to get here because of the placement of the items and what I have to do to get them. That's why the boomerang would have made this place a lot easier to get through, because there's so many of those spiders on the edge of those like platforms, and one of them I need to jump to the platforms, but some of them barely give you any room, so you're like, well, how am I supposed to hit the spiders? Well, you know, like, I think for this one, there's, like, hardly any room. Try not to use too much, so that way I do a decent amount of damage to that guy. There's also a chance I might mess up the jump. I think that one I can jump it and be fine. This one requires, I think, what, didn't this one have a spider on it too, or am I misremembering? Nope, I guess not. Okay. There's a smart bomb there. Might have to use it, maybe. Oh, no, I missed it. Oh, nuts. Well, that's fine. Let's see. Means I'll have to cut back this way later to, Oh, no, no. There it is. Whew. Okay. That's the one I wanted to get. That's the hidden one that you're like, oh, I have to drop. Because the one right above, if I made that jump, that would have been the other microchip. So, I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to move far enough to get it. That's why I was worried. I was like, oh, no. Okay. Now let's just see if we can get this one. Yeah, slow and steady, slow and steady. And luckily I've got enough poisoner for these guys, so. Like I said, losing that boomerang definitely didn't help things, that's for sure. Yeah, take that, you stupid bugs. You silly bugs. Now, are you coming? Oh, come on! Oh, I hate getting cheap-shotted. Like I said, especially for this section here. One thing you could do is go down here. There's I think there's a shield or somewhere that you can grab. Oh, maybe it's the next section I'm thinking of, so. Oh, come on. Well, at least I got a decent amount of lives, at least. I really hate using the slash, at least on like enemies like that, because it's just like, you really have to like kind of flex yourself to get to it, you know what I mean? Might save my poisoner for... There we go. Ah! Yeah, this is why... Well, like I said, most of the enemies in this... most of the enemies in this area are very cheaply placed, especially on this map. Yeah, I'm starting to make regular mistakes now. Just gotta bypass him. Oh, really? Yeah, for some of these guys, you just need to kind of race on through the other side. Oh, that is so cheap. I hate that. Oh, what the heck, man? Man, it's just... We're only in the second stage, by the way. At least I'm grabbing enough DNA to at least get some lives on my way here, so... So at least I'm not completely hosed. Although I could always go back to that one... I did it again! Wow! Really? I got hit by that one? Huh. Okay. I mean, whatever, I wasn't close enough for that, but okay. Now I'm making excuses. Yeah, we're at that part of the game already. That didn't take me that long to start making excuses for myself, huh? Don't you love when you start, like, there's sun in my eyes or whatever, you know, those excuses? I hate when I make those mistakes, you know, where like you know perfectly well what's up ahead, but you still make those mistakes. Because you're like, either you're frustrated or something like that. But like if we go down the bottom path, I can still get to that one microchip. Luckily, the game gives you the items required to fight these guys here, so. Let's see. Might just wait for the. What the? What? Come on, get over here. Shoot a. Just something funny about shooting a missile in their faces, you know? Yeah. There we go. Yeah, we've got. Oh no, I've got healing, so I don't have to worry about that. Could just get the shield from down here. Although it won't last long enough for what I want. Because you can technically probably get the shield and get enough of a... you can get the shield and get to the bottom one, but there we go, finally. That took a hot minute. And there's a level that has like 4 of these things, by the way. At least dinosaur bones is pretty easy. The only really major mess up here is maybe a couple of jumping spots. And I think there's a few. Yeah, see, this one is dem bones, dem bones, dem dry bones, dem bones, dem bones, dem dry bones, dem bones, dem bones, dem dry bones, and that's the way it goes, or something like that. I don't know. It's been forever since the left bone is connected to the thigh bone, or something like that. I don't know. There's supposed to be quite a few free men in this level, so that'll make up for the ones I lost last level. So I don't know if there's enough 1 min here to really warrant like grinding through the level over and over and over again, though. Maybe, especially near the end of the nuts. Especially near the end of the level, actually has quite a few 1 minute. So there, let me go down there. And the CD is actually at like the very tail end of this level too, so. Alright. I keep forgetting I don't have the boomerang, so. Yeah, see, this level has a ton of 1 minute. I wasn't supposed to make up for all the ones you lost in the previous level. Maybe. Oh, are you kidding me? Well, I have a lot of I had a lot of lives, so now because of the running into all of them, so I still think this level isn't that hard. It's just I messed up the jump there. I've noticed I do that quite often on this level, or just in this game in general. I have a tough time with some of the jumps. I think it's just because I don't think it's my inputs. I think it's just me like pressing it at a weird time. You know, like sometimes I'll press the jump right before the edge when you should do it on the edge to get the most distance for it. And it's not like the jumping in this game is imprecise. I think overall this game is technically well built. You know what I mean? Like it plays. It doesn't have any goofy mechanics that like. I mean, there's a couple of scenes where the where the movement kind of changes around a bit because of like where you are on the map, but it doesn't. Okay, that's weird. There we go. That was in a weird spot. But anyway, I wouldn't say it's a perfect technical marvel or anything like that, but I feel like it actually, it does what it needs to do for the design of the level, and it doesn't do any like weird tricks or anything that like really throws you off. There's the CD. Like I said, this one's easy to get. I think. No, it's on when we actually hit the skull itself. There's actually a couple of 1-min up here, so free min or 1-man or whatever you want to call it. Free spider. Yeah, I like the fact that the microchip's in the skull, the T-Rex there, or whatever. I think it's supposed to be a T-Rex anyway. Could be wrong. Because what I learned as a kid that was true about dinosaurs is not true anymore for a good deal of them, unfortunately. Because they figured out new truths about dinosaurs, like what the bones, like some of the bones got mixed up. So I remember some dinosaurs that I was aware of are not actually real anymore, or what their designs were based off false data or whatever. So anyway, this one has quite a few DNA samples right in the beginning spot, so possibly get a few. I'd say the bones level is probably the easiest one to get for 1-min though, just because of how short it is and how many you actually get. But anyway, if we go down this way, we gotta get some missiles. Oops, I just got hit there. And yeah, quite a few 1-min down here too. But there's also a because this is the level that has 4 of them we have to grab. So yeah, there's that one. That one's the easiest one because it's like right there. So the other ones are at the end of the level. But this level isn't super long, and it's not actually super tough either. Model City is what it's called. But anyway, it's not super tough because there's actually not a whole lot of enemy placements around here. Really, the previous level was the most annoying one when it came to placements and everything like that. So or if I can just jump over them. I mean, I can jump over them, but it's... But, okay, there's that 1-man there. And there's some bats on this level. Whoops. No, the problem is I don't have any more, I thought there was another bat at the end of on this section here. Actually, it might be up here now that I'm thinking about it. Luckily, with some of the monsters, you can kind of just run past them and you'll be fine, so... Okay. Yay, finally got the boomerang back. I just like how everything explodes. Yeah. Oops. Try to grab that. There we go. Mecha Mind. Let me go. I'm trying to think which one I want to grab first. Let's just go grab this one since this one's right here. And we got the CD, so... It. You have to deal with fire spigots here, but that's not too bad. Okay, let's get that one. Like I said, this level isn't that long. It's not as bad as the volcano level, by far. I'd say the volcano level is probably the hardest one in the museum section of the game. Alright. Actually, we got a decent amount of lives, so... 25, so... I mean, they knew how many times we were gonna die. They knew how many times I was gonna die around here. They knew. They knew. Yeah, I just like how things just... I mean, I know why everything's exploding. I think when I first played this game, I think I didn't understand why everything was exploding as the way it did. I was like, why are they exploding? Aren't they supposed to be insects and creatures? It's because they're I mean, I think it was the previous episode, the episode where you see a cutscene where the you see a cutscene where the enemies are the bad guys that have your stuff are going through whoops. They're like dropping stuff when they're going through a level. It's because the bag they have has all our technology in it, and it's got all the extra android or bots or whatever you want to call them. So, whoops. How did I jump through that? Whoops. There's actually two. Actually, I'll get this one first. Oh, there's the CD there, and there's the. I don't know why I thought I had already grabbed the CD. Had a mind blank. But anyway, yeah, you get the CD, jump in, grab that one, and we unlock the secret level. But if we go back there again, we'll get the other one. We just have to jump up over those platforms. So I do like the fact that if we get machines on all of our body, we turn into basically Terminator. Actually, we're kind of already Terminator now that I think about it. But yeah, if you get a weapon on every single body part, you become fully chrome. So you're like, uber impressive, yeah. And no, that's not how Arnold Schwarzenegger talks. It's just, everyone likes doing the exaggerated version of him. Which I used to be able to do his exaggerated version, but I can't do it anymore. I can't get my voice to get that certain pitch, you know what I mean? I feel like when I was younger, I was able to actually portray different types of, oops, well, there's a healing thing over here. When I was younger, I was able to do certain types of voices, but for some reason, I feel like I have trouble getting my voice to do that anymore. I think it's just because I've kind of thrown my voice out over the years, especially doing all these video recordings. I've had to do certain voices will actually strain my voice pretty badly. My dude bro voice does that quite often too, actually. You know, the, oh man. At least I think, I call it my dude bro voice anyway. I don't know if it's actually a dude bro voice, but. Alright, let's head on to the temple. Legends of the Hidden Temple. Run down the secret staircase, put the giant monkey on the slope, and then you'll go into the shrine of the silver monkey, or something like that. It's been, I think I remember a few years ago, I think they tried to bring that show back, but really game shows of that type were just more cliche. Those are things of the past. Ah, I knew I was gonna fail that jump. I knew it. Unfortunately, now I have to deal with a grasshopper around here. I had to really... Why am I failing that jump so badly now? Okay, let's try it again. Yeah, I knew I was gonna fail that jump. At least a couple times. Whoops, whoa. I hate getting cheap shotted like that. Yeah, I wouldn't even call this level that hard either. It's just it's a couple of risque jumps, you know. Dang it. Oh well. Oh yeah, there's a couple of one-mans you can get, but they are not worth it. Look at that. That's how are you supposed to get that one without getting hit by the fire? And it'll basically kill you almost instantly. I mean, it doesn't kill you instantly, but weirdly enough, I might want to get an electric pulse for the whoops. Nah, I shouldn't have gone for that. I might want to try to get electric pulse for the boss, because it actually makes the boss a little easier to fight. Not that the boss of this level is actually that difficult. It's just tedious. Really, I've died so many times in this level already that actually I haven't died that many times comparatively, but yeah, a lot of these are like I feel like a lot of these item collectibles are traps. Like you're not supposed to grab them, you know, because they're like, haha, if you do it, you'll perish. They didn't get cheap shotted by This is why I wanted a boomerang for this section. I know everything in the game can be avoided. It's just I call anything that hits me right super easily, despite my skills. I call it cheap, even if it's not actually cheap. It's just me covering my bases, you know, my explanation bases. You know, you've got a list of like why I'm not doing very well today. Yeah. It's not because of my skills. Oh no. But luckily this level has quite a few DNA and level grabs. Okay. Oh, you serious? I missed that? Oh, come on, man. I missed the shield, which was really easy to get, by the way. And I missed it. I hate, like I said, I really hate when I miss, like, really easy jumps. Because of either like I'm finger tied or whatever, and I just do it, you know what I mean? But like I said, this level gives you quite a few DNA things, so it's not like... And like I said, if I really want to grind for levels, I can just go back to the dinosaur level. And grab, well, how many free men was in that level? Like, especially at the end of it. Like, you get like, was it like 6 lives in that stage or something like that? There we go. That way I don't know. I mean, I could have climbed on top, I guess, but... Yeah, not too difficult here. Should almost be at the end. Oh, I hate this part, because these things cheap shot you. Oh, I hate... Come on, try to... No! That's not fair! That is not fair, dude. Oh, that is no fair! I know that thing's gonna drop. You can barely get that thing to fall on you before. Oh, that's so cheap. I hate that. I knew that was there, and I was like, oh, okay, I'll just get right in the edge. Oh. Yeah, the mantis there. Yeah. Okay, maybe this level's a little bit more harder than I give it credit for. Because of the very end part, we had to deal with the mantis. Although I could have jumped over it, I had a brain moment where I forgot about the mantis. I could have used the poisoner on it, I guess. I was just trying to avoid the obvious, like, you know, the items that will... Okay. Thanks for hitting me, even though I wasn't actually that close to it. Yeah, see how the excuses start flowing from my brain whenever I start dying multiple times? Of course, now I'm starting to... Even though, like I said, I know what's ahead, it's just... Oops. Use that too early. It's not like destroying the enemies gets you any score or anything like that, so... Completely unnecessary. Are you... Dude, I wasn't anywhere close to it. Now it's got another life, I guess. Could just try going up from the top path, but I think you have to drop anyway at some point. Yeah, see. I think as far as I can before I... Oh, are you serious? It ends right when one of the fire spouts come out. Of course you do. Well now, yeah, the problem is that those platforms, like you can't run past them. I've tried. I actually tried off screen to try and before recording the episode. Dying by a grasshopper. No, that's low, man. That's low. But yeah, you can't like run under them fast enough unless you have like the shield or something like that. But no, you can't. I mean, you could try to jump over them, I guess, but you still. I think I remember getting hit when I could try that, I guess, if it really comes down to it. But I hate things that you can't easily like easy get under or over or around because of just like squidginess. Okay, so maybe there are a few issues I have with the gameplay mechanics. Like I said, those dropping blocks or whatever. It's really hard to get me to slide under them enough to not take damage from them. Yeah, I'll definitely have to go back through one of the old levels, that bone level, just to get some free men, just to... I'll wait for him to turn around, maybe. Oh, come on! Yeah, now I'm getting salty. You can tell I'm getting salty when I start yelling all of a sudden. When I start, like, when I don't make a joke, where I just go, "Hey," you know, that's when you get that. That's when you get to that mentality where you're like, "Okay, now I'm getting peeved. Now I'm getting a little hot. It's a little hot, my friends. Hot, hot, hot." You know, the weirdest thing, I actually don't get this. Well, I do get annoyed when I play in real life, but I tend to not get as annoyed as fast if I'm like. I only do that when I do recordings, actually, because I feel like I'm trying to min-max my time, and I don't want to waste your people's time by me not getting through a level as fast as I can, you know what I mean? And so when I mess up that badly, it kind of throws me off. And so I'll actually get a little bit more peeved than what I normally would. Like I said, I, like any person, will still get mad in real life if a level frustrates me. Kind of like when I play like Dark Souls-ish like games. But, I guess jumping over it fixes it. Okay, never mind then. Yeah, see? Okay. Well, I remember trying to do that when I was, playtesting and I couldn't get it to work or whatever. Okay, well, there we go. Maybe I was just jumping in the wrong spots. Okay, well, anyway. Alright, done with that one finally. Alright, let's head on to the museum boss. And, yeah, it's just called museum boss. Why are we fighting this thing? I don't know. I guess it's another machine of ours? The game doesn't really explain it. Yeah, this guy's a little tough because of how much it takes. So this guy takes quite a few hits. It takes 16 slashes. It takes, well, technically it takes 6+ missiles, but you can't beat him with missiles. You have to have something else to finish him off. So it takes more than 6 missiles to beat him, so you technically can't beat him with missiles. It takes a lot of flamethrower, multiple flamethrowers, and you can't technically beat him with flamethrowers. You need more than the 2. Same with the poisoner and electro beam. Although electro beam is really good against this boss because you can basically just use it and it hits him. It takes 16 boomerangs, and you can't defeat him with mines. And the game gives you a boomerang weapon for this. So the thing I don't like about this boss is there's a pre-section to the boss before you even fight him. You have to actually dodge these pillars. But some of them drop healing, so you're not completely hosed if you get hit. I think it only drops 1 healing, though, if I recall. Maybe 2, if I remember correctly. But, yeah, you just have to avoid. They're actually not that hard to avoid. I don't like when a boss where you have to go do something just to get to it, because you might, let's see, I took damage. I shouldn't have even gotten hit. I wasn't paying attention, so. It actually takes a while for him to pop up, too. Alright, there we go. Now, is that thing creepy or is it freaky? Look at that thing. Alright, so he basically just, after that rock thing, he only does... And I died. Great. Yeah, so all that work and I die. So, but that's all he does is he drops these things on you and then he spits like, fire stuff at you and you just have to jump over and hit him. I shouldn't have gotten hit by this guy at all, to tell you the truth. That's how easy this guy is. But I jumped a little too soon when avoiding his fire attack. Maybe we won't get... Because all he does is he floats around and then he spits fire at you and that's all he does. I do like the design of the creature. It's very freaky looking. But yeah, all you have to do is wait for him to drop. He'll try to breathe fire on you. Hit him with the boomerang. And you have to do that 16 times. So it's a little tedious. But luckily he doesn't take too long to get in this mode. Whoops. Okay. See, I shouldn't have even gotten hit at all because when I play tested this, I basically went through the whole boss without getting hit at once. So that's 3. Yeah, I do like the design of it. I don't know what's is it supposed to be some type of worm creature or something? I guess so. I don't know. Wait, did I not hit him? I think I didn't hit him. There we go. I missed him that one time, so. But I don't know why he's missing an eye. I don't know why he looks like a worm thingy, you know. Why didn't I hit? Whatever. I flung it at him multiple times. I hate when I actually initially miss with him. There we go. Okay, so maybe there might be some hitbox issues with the game, but it's not so bad that it ruins the game for me. It's more, I call it an annoyance more than a frustration. There we go. And you can't, if you have the electro beam, you can just hit him right where he's at, like right there. But with every other thing, you have to actually I would not suggest doing this with Slash. It's like, you have to get ridiculously close to him, and you're more likely going to hit him, or get hit by him while you do that. So. There we go. Like I said, not that hard. I shouldn't even die to him in the first place, but I wasn't trying to go for no hit. Even though the enemies in this game are pretty easy, I wasn't going for a no-hit run on this game, unlike with like Soul Blazer or something like that, you know what I mean? Or Illusion of Gaia. Mainly because I'm having to do a lot of these runs in one go, so I'm not, you know. Because with Illusion Guy and Soul Blazer, I usually have a save spot or whatever, so I could mentally prepare myself. But here, I don't really, well, I guess I could have saved it here, I guess, but it makes a really weird face too. Yeah, I don't know why I'm missing him sometimes when I throw my boomerang. I should be able to hit him, but I guess maybe I just wait too long to activate it or something. And obviously, because of the how easy it is for the spider to get hurt, it makes the sense that the bosses are not super complicated. Otherwise, it'd be very frustrating. But there we go, and we got him. He turns into the guy from like Big Trouble in Little Chinatown. He goes, all right, let's go and save it there. All right, well, we defeated the museum. We learned quite a few new tricks and trades. We learned the frustration of the volcano level, but we never got to meet Robert Williams. Oh well. But what awaits us past the museum? Well, we have to go in the dankiest place that, even though we had to go through the sewers in the city, we now have to go to the real sewers. Will we find balloons that float there? Will there be a clown underneath that'll give us a lot of joy? Find out next time in the next episode of Spider the Video Game. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time.